Okay, so we will be editing this picture manually in Photoshop. No photo AI or any form of AI. So we'll be editing it together here in Photoshop. So let us go. The first thing we'll be doing is to press on our Ctrl J or Command J. That's to duplicate our layer. And then, of course, when you look at this image, what we are going to do is to remove the blemishes. That's the first thing we are going to do, to remove the blemishes. And we are going to do that by choosing this spot healing brush tool. So let's remove it now. Let's remove that. Let's remove it. Yes, gradually. Let's remove it. We don't want to make any mistake. Let's remove it. Okay, there are some at the top here, so let's remove it. Okay, I think that is okay. So the second thing we'll be doing is to whiten the eyes. So I'm going to come here, adjustment layer, then I'll click on this black and white. I will increase this yellow. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to press Ctrl I, then I'll pick my brush tool. This is the brush tool. The shortcut is B. So I'll click here. Then I'm going to zoom in. Please make sure to like, comment on this video, and don't forget to subscribe. And there's something I forgot to mention. This picture is not mine. Yes, I got it from Pinterest. So we are working on it together. Okay, so let's whiten the eyes. Another thing I want you to note is the opacity. We can see that our opacity is at 38. So if you notice that your whitening of eyes is not coming out the way you want it, you can increase the opacity. But for me, I will leave it at 38. So let's do this. Okay, I think I like it this way. Yes, I like it this way. I like it that way. So we are going to merge our layers together, because the next thing we are going to be doing is basic frequency separation. So I'm going to merge my layers together. And then I'm going to press on my Ctrl J. If you don't want to follow this method, if you have Retouching Academy, just like I do have it here, you can just press on this via Gaussian blur and you will start your frequency separation immediately. But I'm going to show you the normal standard way for you to do your frequency separation. So I'm going to press on Ctrl J. Remember, it's on background. I did not duplicate my layer. I've already made my layers together. So I'm going to press Ctrl J or Command J. I'll press it again. So that's making it 2 times. Now I'm going to hide this first layer. I'll click on this layer. Then I'll go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And then this place, I'm going to make sure that I'm no longer seeing the texture, I'm no longer seeing the texture. I don't also want it to be too much. So let me reduce it. Okay, I think this is fine by me. You can see I'm no longer seeing the texture. Okay, so I'll press on my OK. Then I'll turn on this layer on. I'll come here. Then I'll go to Image. I'll go to Apply Image. Then this my layer, I'm going to select this layer 1. Remember, that's what we are working on. I'll select the layer 1, and the blending option should be subtract. So if it's any other thing, just choose subtract and then click on OK. Then come to this mode is a normal, change it to linear lights. Linear light. So you can change here to, you can rename it to IFS, and then rename this one to low FX. So yes, so after that, just go with this to your lasso tool, and then we are going to draw it over. Follow what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then let's increase it to 10 and see. Okay, let me increase it to 12. I think 12 is okay. Okay. I'll do the same thing here by pressing on Ctrl Alt F, then Ctrl D to remove the line. Let's do this hand part. So what is remaining for us to do is the nose and this side. So let's select this side and then go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. So we are going to reduce it to 9. Need to reduce it to 9. And the same thing too with this nose part. So we are going to do the same thing. Ctrl Alt F, then Ctrl D to remove the selection. So you can see what our image is already turning to. We are not done. We are not done. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to pick our mixer brush. Yes, mixer brush. You can see that the colors, there are some colors that we don't want, so we just want to mix the colors together. Please look at my settings. You can see that the wet is in 80, the load is in 75, mix is in 90, flow is in 43. So you can copy the setting. I'm just going to do it gradually. 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 We are not going to remove the makeup. Gradually. Let's come to this hand part. Okay. Okay. So after that, you are going to merge our layers together by pressing Ctrl Shift E. Now, after doing that, I'll press on Ctrl J to duplicate my layer. Now, I'll go to filter, then come to this plates, then go to portraiture. I'm going to portraiture my image, then I'll press enter. You can see. You can see. Okay, I think the portraiture is too much, so I'm going to reduce it by, okay, by sharpening the image. Okay, let me show you the normal way to sharpen the image. Just go to filter, order, then this eye pass, then leave it in 1. leave it at overlay. You can see. So we can reduce the opacity now. Yes. 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 So another thing we'll be doing is, so let's reduce the sharpness. I think it's too much. Let's reduce the sharpness. So we are going to be doing dodge and burn. So we are going to merge our layer again by pressing Ctrl Shift E, then Ctrl J again. Then we are going to be doing dodge and burn. Now I'll go to my adjustment layer. I'll go to brightness / contrast. Then I will decrease the brightness and I'll press Ctrl I. I'll select my brush tool. Then I will increase the size. The opacity, I'm going to reduce it to, let me see. I'll reduce it to 12 and see how it will work. Okay. So you can see what we are doing. We're bringing back yes, you can see what we are doing. I think the makeup is coming back now. Now, when I press Ctrl Z to remove some, hence it's becoming too much. Okay, so I'm going to increase the opacity, and then I'll do this side, the eyebrow inside, and then the lip pass. And then this side. So if you think that your dodge is your bond is too much, you can reduce it from here, the opacity. So you can reduce it from here. Okay. So I think I'm done with my bond. Let me go to my dodge. I'll click on the same place again. Then I'm going to increase the brightness and press Ctrl I. Then let me see. I'll leave it at that 28 for the opacity, and let me see. Okay. So I think this side is a bit bright. Okay. What other side is bright? I think this side. Alright. So you can see our image now. Okay, so let me go back. This is the bump. So let me darken the hairline. Yes. Yes. So let's look at what we have been doing before and see if there's any difference. So you can see. Yes, so see before and the after. Are you seeing it now? So before and the after, you can see that there's a big difference. Okay, so that is it. If you have any question, please make sure to drop them in the comment section. Like this video and also subscribe to this channel. See you in my next video.